What's up, guys? Welcome back to Iverson.
We are back.
We're back. Padres back. Yeah, what
are you looking for?
What cricket?
You don't hear the cricket outside? No.
Oh, geez. All right, buddy. Back to the third grade for you, I guess. We're back, Padres. Coming off of a sore stretch. You're moving your mic way too much in my ears. Coming off a sore stretch, had a lot of guys get put on to the injured list recently. And that hurt. Padres went 8 losses out of 11 games. Took the last 2 versus the Giants, but we saw Arise come back. Arise took a gnarly forearm to the face while he's running down first base line in Houston. Got put on the 7-day concussion IL. After those 7 days, he was good. We also saw Jason Hayward come back. So those are the 2 that we've seen. We've also seen McCoy go to the injured list, and the Padres designated for assignment. Drum roll, please. Yuli Gurriel. So
Surprise.
How many games are we officially?
We were 37.
Oh, we're 30 games in, right?
37.
37? Aren't we 19 and 11?
Yeah.
So that would make how many games?
30.
19 and 11, guys. Quick math.
I said 30.
No, it's one.
Boom, 30.
30. Yeah, 30.
You said 31. You said 37 at first.
Oh.
And I said 19, 11. You
No,
did, yeah.
I'm at 30. I'm at 30.
Okay. So we're all on the same page. Padres are, in fact, 19-11. They just took 2 versus the Giants.
Yep, that's right.
Today, when this podcast comes out, is Thursday, May 1st.
May
Correct.
the 1st be with you.
May the 1st be with you. We still haven't seen Jackson Merrill at the big league level. We did see Jackson Merrill start a rehab assignment, get a couple at bats, sprinted around the bases. It looked like team said he should be back with the team Monday in New York to face the Yankees.
Yeah, gotta have him in New York. Gotta let the Yankees know. Oh, you think Grisham's doing good right now?
He is.
This is Jackson Merrill time. It's Jackson Merrill City.
Yeah, what a tweet. What a tweet. Was that Nightingale? Bob Nightingale?
Probably.
What did Nightingale say?
Nightingale came out and said Trent Grisham on fire, and that part is true. But then he was talking about how the Padres forced the Yankees to take him, and because of his salary, I mean, the guy made like $3 million. You really think we forced the Yankees to take him? I'm sure it was a part of the deal.
We definitely wanted to get rid of him
Who knows? How do you know that?
because he sucked.
Okay. I don't think he sucked.
He can't hit 200, and
What is he doing currently?
right now he's raking.
So he can, in fact, hit 200.
He can, yeah, but let's see this.
Okay.
Let's see this
He
in
didn't-
September.
He didn't with the Padres.
Correct.
I mean, he never came over to be like a top guy. It wasn't supposed to be like the Trent Grisham. Oh my God. He got traded from the Brewers because he made one of the biggest fuck ups in a nationally broadcasted playoff game. And the Brewers said, you know what? I don't think he should ever see his face in a Milwaukee uniform again. So they traded him. He was a very serviceable player for us for those years. I mean, we didn't have anybody to play center field or the outfield even.
He is serviceable.
He's a very serviceable major league hitter and center fielder. He's above average center fielder with the glove. He's a gold glover, plays an awesome glove.
Yeah, I'm glad you had it with the glove.
With the bat, terrible. Wouldn't call him a
the bat isn't terrible. I mean, this first year with the Padres, he had double-digit bombs. The last two dealt with injury, less than double-digit bombs.
Less than his
200.
weight. Less than his weight.
200.
Less than the weight. He's like 165 too.
I don't. He's like, I don't think so. I like Trent Grisham. I love the double bird. He was one of my favorite guys, like just underrated guys.
I mean, yeah, you have a great little vibe around him, little Texas vibe. But I mean, kudos to him. The Padres didn't really like lose that trade though. I mean, I'd say Michael King is 10 times more valuable than Trent Grisham.
Yeah, and obviously the Yankees are just baiting Padre fans for engagements with those type of tweets saying Trent Grisham trade, Trent Grisham trade. It's because they lost Juan Soto, lost the World Series, Juan Soto walks, and then you have to look at it like, shit, we gave up years of service for guys who are really good. Like, I mean, you gave up King, who has been phenomenal since becoming a Padre. Michael King has been awesome. And if the new ownership is listening, extend them. Period. Because can you see a future where the Padres go into this free agency and both Cease and King walk?
Yes, but also there's a chance Yu Darvish thinks about retirement. And if that happens, his contract is voided, so we don't have to pay him anymore. That's a Yu Darvish contract. That's not like a Padres thing. I think if you retire, you still have to pay you, but
no, your contract goes kind of like on the. I mean, they might have to pay what's deemed as, the
contractual.
No, yeah, like contractual from a standpoint as guaranteed. That's the key term, guaranteed money. But your contract at that point goes onto the retired list, and it basically is null and void. You're paying him, but it doesn't go in the books.
Nice. Well, there's a chance. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but
that's why we want Eric Hosmer to retire, but he's not gonna.
He did. He's officially retired.
No, he's not. Didn't file the paperwork. He just tweeted it.
Just tweeted it? Oh, what a dick.
Yeah, we pay him $13 million this year.
Well, that's fine. Well, that means we're going to get a lot, $50 million next year.
Yeah, so, I mean, this offseason, we do have some money coming off the books.
Do a lot.
A lot of guys year? Off the books.
Eric Hosmer's last year getting paid?
It is, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But you have to pay some key guys to this team.
Yeah, and like Manny, all the good guys' contracts go up a little bit every year.
That makes sense.
And so does the major league pool, basically.
Jackson Merrill doesn't though.
Jackson Merrill's
beast. Not yet.
Is such a great deal. That deal is going to help us out in the future. I'm not too worried. I don't think both of them walk. Like I brought up a minute ago, do both Michael King or Dylan Cease walk? No, not both, but one of them does.
Yeah, probably.
Just for more money or what?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're all in this life for money, even though everyone says they're not. A good 95% of the human beings on this earth are in for it for the cash.
You say you're not till you hear the number, and then you're like,
Yeah, like everyone's hometown discount. Oh my God, here's
one of them will be a Dodger. Don't say that.
You hope not, but by the way things go around here,
yeah, they're gonna.
Did you see the Dodgers played the Marlins this weekend?
Yeah,
the Marlins have how much of a payroll? Do you know? Obviously not. Can you throw a guess out there? How much is the major league payroll of the Marlins team?
Well, I can't really name too many players, so I believe it's low, maybe 100 million.
Okay. 43, something like that. 30, maybe.
Favorite number, favorite position?
69.
$69 million is the Marlins. $69 million is what the Marlins pay their major league roster combined for the year.
Yep.
ROI? Great. Psych. No one goes to the game. 2. The Dodgers. Do you know what the Dodgers payroll is this
That's
year?
like 500 million. No?
Very close.
1.69 billion.
472 million.
Damn.
So there are over $400 million more into the Dodgers roster than the Marlins roster. That is the biggest in Major League history.
And what were the scores?
That
Any
is
of
the
games
largest
closed?
separation of.
Yeah,
Major
that's the
League
best
history.
part. That's one of the best parts about baseball.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, guess what? What did the Marlins do this week versus the Dodgers?
Shit the bed.
Swept them.
Swept.
What?
Got swept.
Swept the
got
Dodgers.
swept. Got swept. Okay.
Got swept.
I was gonna say.
Like got milk? Yeah, got swept.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Honestly, this is getting to a point where it's embarrassing for Major League, and I'll talk about it forever. There needs to be a minimum and a maximum, and no, the owners will never agree to that because they are all about ROI, return on investment. Econ 101, the less you put into and the more you get out, the higher everything is.
How do you think that would work though?
On return on investments.
If they did do that, like,
What do you
would the Dodgers have to like get rid of players so that they get under the maximum?
Yeah, you set a rule and you say, hey, find a way to get under the max.
But they can't make it extreme. Like if the Dodgers are 472 million, they can't make it like $200 million cap.
No, definitely wouldn't be.
No, because then Shohei would be gone.
Exactly.
Himself.
No, he's not. Actually, by the way he did his contract, he's $2 million.
For now.
No, it's an average over, so he still is 50 million or whatever it is. AAV
70.
But like
70.
they would just
There
have
you
to
go.
come to terms with like the lowest and the middle.
They would have to renegotiate their contracts.
Damn.
So that's why it is so far from, because the league's already so fucked. But
Yeah, once the loophole gets a little exposed, everything just gets fucked.
and the loophole has been exposed. The Dodgers did a great job at doing it.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was necessarily the Dodgers exposing it more than the media. Because, I mean, this has been happening in baseball for years. Like, we literally have a thing called Bobby Bonilla Day because he gets $1 million on July 12th every single year or whatever day it is. And everyone giggles and laughs about it, and then everyone shit themselves when they saw Ohtani's deal. This is the same exact kind of thing that we've been laughing and joking at the Mets forever. I mean, it just so happened that the Dodgers did it to every contract they have. Happens. They exploited
Happens.
the
Never
rules.
happened.
They exploited the rules.
I might celebrate Shohei Ohtani Day in like 12 years. That might be a fun day. 69 million instantly hitting Shohei Ohtani's account.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Talk
there
about
will
that.
come a day where it's going to happen.
69 million.
Yeah.
They did a 20-year, basically $700 million contract.
But that's the big difference between Bobby
The same thing
Bonilla
Max
Day
Scherzer
being $1
did
million.
when he signed with the Nationals, when he left the Tigers.
Yeah.
He did a 7-year deal and basically broke it down to where he gets paid for 14 years. But for the first 7, it's half of what he made per year. And the next 7 is once he's retired. So it wasn't like 14 years at the,
It's 7 and then
it's 7. And
can
then when he
keep playing
retires, it's 7
more.
at that wage. So he got whatever it was back then, 35 million a year. So he took home 17. So when he retires for 7 years after that, he's going to get 17 a year.
Oh my God.
So baseball might end up corrupting itself or like bankrupting itself, because all these owners are doing this. Hey, play for me now, I'll pay you later, like a loan.
Yeah.
And then what happens when that owner loses their money? What happens when that owner no longer is rich? He's bankrupt.
Sells it.
He has to sell it, but is a new person going to come in and go, holy cow, I have to pay these guys when they're not even playing on this team anymore? They haven't played in 5 years. And I still legally, contract binding, I buy the Dodgers. I have to pay Shohei for 20 years.
69 million.
And I don't have the 69 million to give him for 20,
Oh my God, that's nuts. Bro.
It's, we could come to a point where the league might fuck itself. Because a long time ago, 2011, not that long ago, the Dodgers' previous owner was bankrupt. The MLB actively took the Dodgers from them and repurposed them, sold them to a bigger group, and now we have the Dodgers of today. But there was one point in 2011 where the Dodgers owner was looking around and going, I can't pay anybody. People are getting their checks missed.
Oh shit!
Crazy.
So this could be history repeating itself in a different sense, but we could see teams literally eat themselves alive this way.
Yeah.
You play for me now, I pay you later. What happens that owner dies? Like the Padres, for instance. And now you have a new regime comes in and goes, no. You know, like, I mean, it's all just hearsay because right now we have to live in today's day and age and it works.
For now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what the hell? Padres are 19-11. They're playing great baseball. We had a hiccup, but we literally had a roster of like
AAA.
7 guys who started in AAA.
Yeah. It's what people are freaking out, and it's like
People were freaking out when we were on a losing streak for a while, but Merrill was hurt, Arise was hurt, Hayward was hurt, Lockridge was hurt.
And it's just guys who have competent at bat.
We still haven't seen Hoeing. We still haven't seen you, Darvish.
Waldron.
Waldron hasn't started. Is this the most hurt team in the league?
Feels like it.
Yeah, I guess, huh? No, I mean,
I wanted to bring that up because I think I saw a stat that the Dodgers, in fact, were the most hurt team in the league. They just put their 13th pitcher on the IL.
Yeah, they just have
the depth. They have major league ready depth at all times.
Damn.
He just brought Gonsolin back though.
Yeah, Gonsolin, and guess what he did?
Shoved.
7 innings, no walks, 9 Ks.
Yeah,
82
Catman.
pitches.
Damn.
82
Him and Dylan Cease are going Catman for Catman. They're both kind of
can't wait till the
weird.
playoffs. We got the fucking meow off.
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, I like that.
Can't wait. You like that?
Like that. That one. Cat food. Isn't that their theme song? Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
You're close.
Yeah. See, there you got it, right?
Meow 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 meow.
That's not it, but
no, that's not it.
It's something. I don't know. I don't know the jingle, but that's gonna be Dylan
Meow
Cease.
Mix. Did you guys have cats growing up?
No,
I have cats.
no,
Did have cats recently.
You have cats now?
Did not anymore.
no.
Oh my god!
Coyote got him.
Oh my god! We didn't need to hear that. Our young viewers.
I was for all the
years.
Huh?
I was for all the dogs.
That was for all the dogs.
No, I was for all the dogs.
Oh, you were for all the dogs.
Cats.
For all the dogs.
Yeah.
I have nothing really much to add.
What about Elias Diaz going off this past couple games?
Oh, Leo or
Elias Diaz.
For some reason, I heard Leo DeVries because the Padres have an 18-year-old who's a fucking stud.
Yeah, what happened to Salas? Haven't heard that guy's name in a while.
We keep quiet on Ethan Salas right now.
We don't need to
speak
talk
of
about him because
he's doing terrible.
Because he's doing trash.
Can't hit.
Oh
Can't hit.
no.
But Leo DeVries went 5 for 5 with the cycle plus an additional homer.
Oh shit.
Holy fuck, dude.
Shit.
And then he almost had the cycle again last night, I think.
Yeah, the other night.
He's on the Chihuahuas?
No, he's in Elsinore. Yeah, he's just right up the street. Yeah, Storm. He's just right up the road from here.
We bring him up 2 more levels because Chihuahuas is the lowest.
No,
Chihuahua with the highest.
Is the top is what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like the first
triple
A, and then
wow.
Storm is double A.
You know, if you don't know baseball, we're here to educate you.
Missions
is single A.
double.
Oh, what's
Storm single high. And there's Fort Wayne that's high actually.
Oh, we have 7 different
Fort Wayne, 10 caps, and then League Elsinore Storm, and then Arizona League, Fall League, Padres, and then there's a complex league Padres.
Damn.
There's probably one more.
Baseball's deep, man.
I couldn't make one of those teams.
Huh?
Not a chance.
I couldn't make one of those teams.
Not a chance.
I try out for the lowest one.
That's the 1%ers.
And yeah, you guess what? You just don't make it.
You don't think I make it?
First 15 minutes, they go, "Hey, you! off the field. They
Sorry.
see you from a mile away.
We saw your tape at the Sportsplex.
And guess what? We're sending you back.
You're out of
Coach,
here.
I can only hit 90s.
Underhanded?
No, I can't hit the underhand, but I can hit 90.
That's nobody throws 90 there.
Well, yeah, what's the pitching range there?
95 and up.
No way.
But
Everywhere.
Single A?
we're in the high velo day and age.
Everybody.
Baseball's changed.
Oh, we're shoving all across the
We
board.
don't have
90s
the painters
BP.
no more.
90s BP.
There's
now.
no more painters.
There's
and
no more
electricians?
painters.
No.
There's no
Bam.
more electricians. No, I was talking about like
No more Bill Waltons in the fucking
I was talking about like Greg Maddox painting.
Oh.
Like the 89 90 poo just dotting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you meant like
Yeah, no, didn't mean painters and electricians and judges like
He just thought they were working their day job. And
yeah,
their
no.
hobby was minor league baseball.
I think because the movies tell me that.
Yeah,
In
The
the
single A and the
that-
double A movies tell me that I
yeah,
work in
you
the
know
farm
what?
and then I go play.
1920s was a long time
and then I
ago,
go
brother.
play in the
100 years.
fucking
1920s was 100 years.
Farmers
Babe Ruth,
leagues.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
Still could be around to this
Babe
day.
Ruth?
Nope.
Babe who?
Yeah, how long he was fake?
I mean, have you ever seen him? No.
Never.
I've seen him. I've seen him.
No, you haven't.
Never.
Yeah, he's in that one movie,
Movie
Sandlot.
actor.
Everyone's Hero.
Sandlot.
Boom. That's a deep cut. You've never seen that, huh?
Everyone's hero.
Yeah.
Never.
Oh my gosh. He's
That's
in
what
the
I thought about that
Sandlot
movie.
too.
All
That's what I
actors.
thought.
Yeah, he's in the Sandlot. He's that dog behind the fence, or isn't he? Isn't that Babe Ruth?
No,
So what's our next line?
he
of
comes back
matchups?
as an angel
What's the 3 next series we're in?
in Buddy's dream.
Pirates.
Pirates this
No Paul
weekend.
Skeens.
No Paul Skeens. Miss Paul Skeens.
New York
did.
Yankees.
Nice.
Aaron Judge dead. Torpedo bats broken. Crashed.
I
Really?
am excited for this weekend of baseball. I
And then
love
Rockies.
Pittsburgh.
So we don't have a game until when? Friday?
Have a game Friday.
Friday.
Day off tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
We're probably pulling up on Pittsburgh here in about an hour right now from the flight.
Friday.
You guys want to go to a game this weekend?
No.
It's in the
What
Your
the
phone,
fuck is
your
going
phone's
on?
going off.
brother. Is that a bomb?
Oh, whoa.
Boom.
Now we're gonna get fucking red flag now.
Lakers in 5?
Not
or
the
Lakers
first
in
time.
6?
Nope, none of them.
None of
Lakers,
them, Lakers
in
in
0.
7?
Lakers in 0.
Lakers in Cancun on 3.
Oh no,
Dude, yeah.
Lakers in Cancun tonight.
Warriors in
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 hours. We'll be
Shit.
watching the Lakers.
I think they win one more.
They're down
We're taking
3-1,
to game
buddy.
6. I know they win more. One
They-
more.
This is when
Ain't gonna
LeBron wakes
happen.
up.
Yeah, exactly. Luca and LeBron have a game today.
Buddy, LeBron is 40.
I'm not saying
How many more years?
I'm in
What?
How many more years?
until
Why
he
do
plays
we-
with Bronny. That's
why
what
do we
he
gotta
said.
ask
Until he plays
that?
with Bronny?
Yeah.
Why do we need to
Bronny
keep
does not
asking
look-
Bron how many more
Bronny
years?
does not look ready.
Yes, he does. Bronny's ready.
He ain't.
Bronny's not even close
Bronny-
to ready.
LeBron is gonna hand the keys over to Bronny, and then it's Bronny's ship. Luca is just passenger.
No.
Bronny's team.
No.
Soon as LeBron retires, Bronny gets cut.
I think I agree with that.
That's funny. Can't do
I
that.
think I agree with that. As soon as LeBron leaves, they go, no more daddy to protect you.
They can't do
No
that
need
because
for this
Go
roster.
visit, go visit the Pelicans.
His pop-
Oh, LeBron retired?
Yeah.
2 roster spots open. Why? What happened? Loss of
his
nothing.
papa
basically.
is the
JJ Redick,
owner. His papa
Not the
owns
head
the
coach
team.
anymore either.
JJ Redick back doing a podcast with LeBron.
Literally.
Bronny's dad owns the team.
Bronny's dad?
Yes. That will never happen. Bronny's
No.
dad owns the team.
Not anymore.
Ronnie's dad isn't Janine Buss.
Yeah.
Half.
Huh?
He's half owner now.
Helping
No
them
shot.
guts.
Yeah.
No shot.
Since International Women's Day. Been in
No.
them guts.
No, he was not in the guts. He owns the team. I know he does.
No,
That's
he doesn't.
part of his contract.
No.
Doesn't.
2%, 3%
not.
stake.
No shot.
You know how many times we have these nerds who would have combed those? That would have been breaking news. There's not an active player owner in the same
Tom
league.
Brady.
In the same league. Brady's not active.
Yeah.
Braun is active. He's an owner of the Red Sox.
Owner of like Arsenal, Red Sox, multiple teams, but not in the NBA.
Oh,
We could go day for day for
I
this.
just
You
broke
know?
news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We
Huh?
just broke news. Worldwide news.
It will be
When
one
it
day.
comes out, remember who had
Remember this
first.
clip?
Remember who had it first? The commissioner would come out that stage and go, "All right, then you're retired." And he goes, "No, I own the team and play." Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
It.
Bad for the sport.
Oh, you don't know section
Bad for the
C,
Yeah.
rule 32-1,
Dash B. Don't
Dash
forget
B.
dash B too.
section 3.
Yes. Dot, point, and then 2-4.
Oh no.
And no, 2-3 actually, because it's the LeBron rule.
There's that
Point,
many
2-3.
subtitles and fucking.
It's whatever his birthday is. That's what chapter in
And
the,
no
in the
active
rule
player
book.
should own an NBA franchise.
Yeah.
I think that's a rule in all sports.
Should be.
Can't be active in an owner.
Should be. That's why fucking.
You could be a player manager though.
Not still.
I haven't seen one of
That's
those
why
in a
Aaron
long time.
Rodgers couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
Own
Actually,
the
you
Bears.
could probably do it in one team in the league.
What team?
One team in the
Packers.
yeah. The Packers. You brought up the one fucking team that sells shares of their team.
Yeah.
You could buy a share. It's a stock.
The Packers?
The Packers, yeah, they don't have an owner.
Really?
The fans.
Yeah. Never do
What?
it. Never do it. You don't want to own a shitty team.
What
Yeah.
if they win a Super Bowl one day?
You get nothing
What do you
Why?
mean?
because.
You gonna
So you
sticker-
just go put money into invest and get nothing back?
Yes, exactly. That's fucking
exactly
Green Bay.
No wonder their team's shit.
Super Bowl champion like 7 times, 6 times
With no owner?
No owner. Never had
No
an owner.
owner.
Never had an owner.
No.
You guys are fucking with me.
I swear to
Are you
God.
serious?
Yes.
Breaking
the
news.
What's the
NFL
owner?
The
What's the
NFL
owner?
said, let's make a team with no owner.
Yes.
The NFL owns it?
Yes, technically.
Technically, nobody owns it. If everybody owns it,
Now we're just sticking around.
I'm not sticking around.
No, I'm just sticking around, dude.
I'm telling you the truth, man. Nobody owns the goddamn Packers.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
We don't need to
bro.
talk about the Packers anymore.
We talked about the Packers too much during Padres injury returning podcast. That's all this was meant to be. We talked about the Dodgers almost going bankrupt.
Yeah. Packers stink. Shout out Green Bay.
Lakers in 7.
R.I.P. Shadusi.
I need to add in the part right here where Shinny really thought Shedeur Sanders was going in the
1-1.
first round.
1-1.
No, 1-2, 1 he won.
No. Why the fuck would we do that?
Cam Ward
Why
was
not?
1-1. That's how you really do it.
I
Cam Ward was
Go
talking
ahead,
that
put the
shit
clip
every
in,
time
put
they
the
worked
clip in.
The
out.
clip might be in.
Put
It
the
might
clip
not
in.
be in.
put
It
put
might,
the clip in.
it might be. It might not be.
Put the clip into the viewers. Just know that my reaction is fully based off re-got number 1 on my big board, Derek Harmon. That's what my
You
reaction
didn't
is.
even know
No.
Derek Harmon.
That's what my reaction is.
No.
I'm so speechless and shocked
No.
that we got Derek Harmon, who was number 1 on my I'm number 1 on my big board.
What were you doing right before the pick?
Perfect timing.
AP
Derek
on my
Harmon.
wrist.
AP on my
Perfect
wrist.
timing.
Derek Harmon. He
No.
was perfect
No.
timing. I knew it was
You
gonna
really
happen.
thought fucking Shedeur was going to
No. No.
Number 1 on my big board, Shedeur Sanders.
We
Shetty
got
was
the number
devastated
1.
for the entire draft.
We
I
got
bet.
number 1 quarterback on my big board.
Usually, as an NFL
Will
fan,
Howard.
you watch the first pick and you go, nice, whatever. The second, third round, you probably don't watch, but you're looking just to see who they got.
They got.
Yeah.
Shenny was watching
Every
all the
single-
way up until they said, "All right, thank you. It's been a great
Wow.
draft."
Wow.
Shenny thought
Just waiting for Shedeur?
Yeah.
there was a glimmer and a hope and a chance. Even after Shedeur got drafted, Shenny thought they would have traded one of their older picks for Shedeur for another future pick to the team.
Yes.
You were wishing and hoping, buddy. Praying hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
He's a good quarterback. I think highly of him, but that should go to tell you how much highly I think of Will Howard, who's number 1 on my big board.
Now
You know
you're
how
just
many
switching it
times
up.
I've spoken
How
so
many
highly
number
about
ones on your
Shedeur.
big board did you have?
2, we got the best quarterback in the draft, and we got the best
Second best?
No, the best quarterback in the draft, and then we got the best defensive tackle in the draft. Insane.
And
Steelers
all
killed our
without
draft.
Shenny's
Wow.
number
Crushed
one
the
one
draft.
on his big
Wow.
board, Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
All
For sure.
Shenny had an
Big
A plus
letter.
draft in his mind, all without his 1-1 Shedeur
No,
Sanders.
Yeah.
Shedeur was 1-3.
No, it was
Shedeur
your 1-1.
No, 1-3.
For
1-1.
sure, 1-A.
He was best available a couple times, but 1-3. My 1-1, my
When was he
1-2 was
ever
sitting
best
right there
available?
the whole time.
Could
When
you
was he
consider
ever-
Shador Sanders best available for all of your picks you had before he was drafted?
No, because we didn't have a third round or we didn't have a second round pick.
Okay, but you did have a
because we
first round pick.
We got I think what's his name? Who I think he was 14 on the Seahawks last year. What's his name? The big receiver.
Metcalf?
Oh yeah, DK Metcalf. He's a Steeler now. If you didn't, I don't know if you never knew that,
Could
but
care less, buddy. Who's gonna throw?
We traded a second round pick for him. I think probably the best second round pick.
Okay, so
and then third round, I don't.
Who
really...
did the Seahawks use with their second round pick?
Jalen Milroe.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe didn't even make my big board, so they can have.
Oh, he was 1-2 on my big board.
Yeah, see, that's
how big is that one?
That's bad evaluation on your end.
I didn't have to look at quarterbacks. It was one tape each quarterback. One tape.
Yeah.
Actually, you know how bad I am at assessing quarterbacks. I had Quinn Ewers in my top 5.
Didn't get drafted.
Drafted 7th round.
7th round?
2 was backup because
he's gonna play this year.
Might. Skylar Thompson's a Steeler.
Your guys' QB room's almost as bad as the Browns. I said almost.
All right, we can end it now. We don't need to talk about quarterback.
This is average stakes. Right?
Yeah.
This is average stakes.
This is what really goes
I told
down.
you I didn't have nothing for the Padres. The Padres was quick.
We don't need to bring up the quarterback room. You don't have to do that.
Well, the draft has been in since the last time we had a podcast. We didn't get to talk about the draft. We didn't get live reactions like we wanted to.
Yeah. No, I see that.
But
we didn't have,
don't have to do what?
It was just
this is just my job. This is my job just to get the podcast going, up, live, start, finish.
I think it was an unnecessary shot that we just brought up Steelers quarterback room kind of out of nowhere.
What do you mean? You're a Steelers fan.
And you thought Shador was going to save all of that.
He would have eventually.
This is just getting better. Will Howard.
Yeah, Will Howard. He's good.
How good?
Nah, he won a national championship, didn't he?
Okay.
He took Ohio State. He played really good against everybody but Michigan, and that happened to be the one game I watched.
I have a question.
He transferred.
I read an article. Ohio State Buckeyes. They actually had the largest money spent on NIL in college football history on that roster. Huh. I did read that. I don't know if you got the chance to see that. I don't know.
They're the Dodgers of college football.
The Dodgers of college football. The Dodgers of college football.
Who is?
The Dodgers of college football. Ohio State last year.
State?
Yeah.
Ohio State last year. They, in fact, they did.
They won the national championship.
They did.
Right?
They did. They paid the most money in the league to win the championship. In fact, the Dodgers of last year. Thank you, Roman. Great key point.
He the quarterback. Was he the quarterback of the team that won the national championship last year?
You could say that.
Okay, and he's a Steeler now, so I can assume that he's a national championship winning quarterback.
You could say that.
So that's all that I said, and all of a sudden it turned into Ohio State is the best team, most paid. I don't care.
Just bringing up facts.
They won a natty. Stetson Bennett won a natty too.
Where's Stetson Bennett now?
What has Stetson Bennett done?
Yeah, where's
in
Stetson
the league
Bennett now?
What
he just got out of rehab. I wish he was a Steeler, but maybe next year.
Can you give me Stetson Bennett NFL stats? Go.
If it makes you feel better, he had the same amount of touchdowns as you do.
God, you called him the what?
He's a college football goat.
God damn it, boy! Me too, I guess. Fuck yeah, baby. Stetson Bennett, in fact, 0 for 0,
One interception.
College football
in the NFL.
Not technically not true. He did play preseason, but
preseason. I said the NFL.
I don't know those stats. Then.
You want to bring up practice?
He threw a touchdown to Puka Nacua. And I think he was teammates with George Pickens at one point. I don't know.
I'm very excited for football this year, though.
Football's so far away from me. The draft brought me back, but so far.
What are you excited about?
Just to watch football again.
Oh. Not like your team or anything.
No, not
Shenny,
really.
Shenny's ready to go.
Omarion
He
is
wanted
fire,
to shut the podcast down.
Omarion is fire though, right?
He wanted to shut it
Yeah,
down.
Omarion
He
is
could have
fire
shut the
though,
whole
right?
set down. Took the whole set down.
Omarion is fire though,
Now-
right?
Nah, isn't that like a pop singer?
No, he's a
Omarion!
6'3", 270-pound running back.
Isn't that Akon's best friend? Didn't Akon do weird
He's
stuff? with
gonna
him?
run over what's that?
Akon
middle
sang that one
linebacker
song,
name?
right?
Was he at that? He was at a Diddy party, wasn't he?
Akon?
No, Marion. What's his name?
No, Omarion played for the
Hampton.
Uh,
Are you gonna throw the last name out there? Or are you?
What school do you
I
go
didn't
to?
know that.
What school do you go to?
Oh, Hampton, UNC.
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 Michael Jordan went to UNC. Michael
Yep,
Jordan.
Michael
Michael
Jordan.
Diddy.
Michael Jordan. How many championships?
Marion Hampton.
How many
Diddy.
championships? How many championships?
How
You
many
skipped that part.
championships?
You skipped that
How many
part. Trevor.
championships?
I think he won one.
No.
And at UNC, that's the only correlation to that.
So Bill
question.
Belichick's going to Diddy parties then.
Bill Belichick, UNC.
Bill
that's a
Belichick.
good
How many
correlation.
Super Bowls? How many Super
How
Bowls?
many Super Bowls?
6.
Yes.
We're
Bill
just shooting
Belichick.
on all cylinders over
Bill
here.
Belichick.
This started as a baseball podcast.
Chargers,
6
baby.
Super Bowls.
Speaking
Ball
of Bill Belichick, we could get off the games for a second. Quit fucking with Shinny. Bill Belichick girlfriend. Holy shit!
Everybody's going crazy on Bill Belichick. girlfriend.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple months ago, came out that Bill Belichick is dating a 24-year-old.
Yes, sir.
She, in fact, was still going to college when they first met.
Yes, sir.
Did I say she was 24?
24. Yes.
Do you, in fact, know how old Bill Belichick is?
Probably 64.
72.
72?
64.
Holy cow! No, he's in his 70s.
Is he?
Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know
Damn.
exactly. Is he actually 72? You knew that?
50 years.
50 years. That's a lifetime, brother.
That's a lifetime for some in some cases, brother.
And it's only getting weirder.
And it's only
Yeah.
She's not only his girlfriend, she is now his
financial advisor.
financial advisor, his
Correct.
legal business partner.
Correct.
That's perfect. There's no way that she could like.
No, she said,
There's
"Hey,
no way.
give me all your
Funneling
money and
funds
let
into
me
her own
handle it.
account.
Give me all your money and let me handle it." Super Bowl rings, yeah, throw those in the bank too.
Massages, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
What you need, grandpa? Woo.
Good for
Do
Bill,
you think
man.
they bang? Yes or
She
no?
was born the year he won his first Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Yeah.
And do they bang? They gotta.
Did they bang?
They've been
yes or
dating
no?
for like a
Yeah.
year.
I heard she's pregnant. He went Robert De Niro on
Oh
her.
no, Robert De Niro on her?
I didn't hear that. That could be all.
Oh
cap.
no, that's gonna ruin the season.
That's
He's
made up.
focused on the
That's made up.
baby.
That's made up. That's CNN. Don't cancel us. That was made up.
Jordan would come after you.
Jordan. It's not her name. Jordan.
Jordan.
Did you hear that they have
Jordan.
to? Everybody has to refer to Belichick's son as not his son. He's his own man.
You got CNN on that too, probably.
No, I got that from PMT.
Yeah, they might have. They might have.
They might have got
fooled you.
CNN.
They might have fooled you though.
Oh, they might have fooled me.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get fooled. But they fooled me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it could have just totally been a
No,
bit
that's
for all
bullshit.
Hank.
Yeah, they said they have to refer to him as not. They can't refer to him as Bill Belichick.
Can I call him not Bill Belichick's son?
Yes.
Okay. Not Bill Belichick's son. Your ass over here. Explain this defensive call to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't work with him either.
Doesn't work
He
with him?
works at a different school.
Oh, I thought he worked at UNC.
Oh, maybe
pretty sure
maybe
he's-
it's his other son.
No,
Yeah,
he has
Because his son that
one
was a defensive
son.
coordinator with the Patriots stuck with the Patriots after he got fired,
Mm.
and then this year took a new job with a college. It was like a purple college, I thought.
No, that was last year.
That was last year.
I'm pretty sure they're all at UNC.
Oh, everyone
Yeah,
jumped house. to
That's what I'm
UNC.
pretty
He
sure.
was at Washington though.
Yeah, Washington. There you go. There you go.
Huskies. Purple.
Yeah, purple. I had. It was there. It was coming.
And then
Tip of the tongue.
Washington's coach went to Alabama when Saban,
Yeah, absolutely terrible move.
and then they thought he was going to go to Washington because his son was already there. but he said, "No, fuck that. I'm going to North
UNC,
Carolina."
and they're coming with.
UNC blue, baby.
He looks good in those colors.
But his
let me
dad
tell you.
coached
I
there,
think 90% of humans look good in
Good
those
in those
colors.
colors. Right, correct.
Because
Correct.
Bill Belichick doesn't look good in anything.
He didn't look good in the Patriots. He's let me tell you
he did.
that.
Are you kidding me?
No,
That cutoff Patriots sweater.
maybe that one look he had. Yes,
That's the Bill. That's I will never forget Bill Belichick.
or that
That's stained in my brain.
the gray.
Larry, we got Mike
gray sweater with the
Vrabel
cutoff sleeves.
Hoodie cut off.
Yeah.
I heard Vrabel as soon as he went to his office, there was a cut sweater for him waiting.
Good. He wear that while he
Good.
goes like 5 and 13, 5 and 12.
Correct. No. Wait a second.
You think the Patriots are gonna be good this year?
They got a really good old lineman
He has tiny arms,
A
dude.
really good old lineman.
from LSU.
He would
Tiny
have been
arms.
like the 6th best last year's draft.
Really?
Tiny
Yeah.
arms.
They might have got the first O lineman in this draft, but he would have been boo last year. He doesn't fit the cookie cutter. He would actually, if he was in last year's draft, they would have said he was a guard because he has such small arms. It's not just arms; it's shoulders, everything. It's
Chargers
like,
probably
dude,
would've got
they
him.
convert him.
You think a Charger would have got him?
the Chargers. No, we were dead set. Joel, best O lineman last 5 years.
Joel.
Could
That's
be the
not what
last
I heard.
20. 5 for sure because Panay's up there. Panay's awesome.
Panay is awesome.
Nah. Luke Kuechly probably better.
Luke Kuechly,
Luke
middle
Kuechly?
linebacker. All right.
What the
Thanks,
fuck?
guys. Nothing wrong with being average.
Wait a second.